Hello, everybody. Hello, good afternoon. I am Larry Meisner. I am the Chief Philanthropic Officer at Guide Dogs for the Blind, and it's my pleasure to be with all of you today and all of you who are live streaming, joining us via live stream. We are live streaming from our gorgeous California campus in San Rafael. I'm looking out the window. I wish everyone can be here because it really is a spectacular day, and thrilled that you're all here. So I have a question. Is this anybody's first graduation? Oh, it's a lot. Okay, welcome. And how about people who have been to, I don't know, 5 or more graduations? Okay, so we have the range. So welcome to all of those who this is the first time at a graduation and possibly the first time on campus at GDB. And welcome back to all of those who are joining us. And welcome again to all of those who are joining from wherever you are via a live stream. Would love to have you here when you can be. So today we're going to be celebrating and acknowledging. I said this the last time, my last graduation when I was up here. These graduations are phenomenal because we celebrate a whole lot of wonderful. So much work happens over the course of years. And this is an opportunity for us to gather and see how it all shakes out. So this is going to be a wonderful time for us to celebrate and acknowledge. We have 7 guide dog teams, 6 of whom are going to be here in person. We have 1 guide dog team that we're going to celebrate and acknowledge remotely, and he had in-home instruction. We also have 3 orientation and mobility immersion clients to celebrate. Those individuals we're going to celebrate and acknowledge remotely. Hopefully everybody is tuning in. These individuals were part of a one-week orientation and mobility class that started at the beginning of the two-week guide dog team instructional class. So they completed a week ago, they're home, and so they're going to be joining us, and we're going to be celebrating them remotely. This is graduation in California 1014. Exactly. This is a huge accomplishment. Absolutely worth a round of applause. And also from an orientation and mobility standpoint, the in-person class, it's our 30th. We started orientation and mobility not that long ago, and we've made some huge strides. An important and interesting note that Darren shared with me is that 4 out of the 7 graduating guide dog clients also participated in our orientation and mobility class within the last year. And you'll probably hear more about that when the clients share, but this just emphasizes the importance and the impact of our orientation and mobility program and how it integrates and how important it is to an individual, whether it's that individual is a first-time guide dog handler or it's your 8th guide dog. So, with that, all of this work to reach 114 milestone, it takes, as we always say, a village. This is an enormous, wonderful village. You are part of it, whether it's your first time on campus, welcome to our village. Welcome to our community. I like to call this a very complicated and wonderful ecosystem. It takes a lot of people. It takes a lot of time, and I, on behalf of the organization, want to shout out and call out certain segments. First, let's acknowledge the puppy raisers. Who are puppy raisers in the audience? We have a lot of puppy raisers in the audience. I am sure we have a lot of puppy raisers joining us via live stream. And for those who are new, these puppy raisers are puppy raisers who are thousands strong. So a lot of puppy raisers, a lot of puppy raising families out in the field. Some are on their first dog, some are on their 35th dog. And they spend all of their time and their energy, and they give of their love and their resources and their patience, getting these 8 to 10 week bundles of joy and energy ready for their next journey. They keep the dogs for a year or more and give so much of themselves. We cannot execute our mission without our puppy raising community. So thank you all. Continue to raise puppies and continue to partner with us in this capacity. I also want to shout out our donors. As many of you know, we do not receive any government funding. We rely solely on the generosity of individuals like you, like all of you watching, and everybody who isn't able to join us today to support our lifetime of service that we provide our clients at no cost to them. It is with that generosity that we're able to sustain our mission. We've been around for 82 years. We want to be around for the next 82 years and beyond. So our donors are an incredible part of this ecosystem and this community, and I ask that you give our donors a round of applause. Thank you. I'm going to look at my notes now because we want to acknowledge some donors specifically that have a direct connection to today. So I want to make sure I don't forget anybody's name. First, we want to acknowledge the lifetime support of Kathy Peary and Sunday. I want to make sure I'm remembering dogs' names, both humans and guides. And the lifetime sponsors are Annika and James Newton Howard. If anybody doesn't know who James Newton Howard is, which you may not, James Newton Howard is a prolific, very successful music composer and producer. Interestingly, not only has he done a multitude of work, and gorgeous work at that, but he also composed the movie score to All the Light We Cannot See, which also happened to star a client of Guide Dogs for the Blind. He's won a number of awards, including a Grammy. And Kathy happens, and hopefully you'll share a little more, happens to be part of the Washington Chorus, which is also a Grammy-winning entity. So there's a lot of music in this connection and a lot of Grammy-winning awards as well. So congratulations to Kathy and Sunday, and thank you if you're watching Annika and James Newton Howard. Again, please round of applause. We also have a couple of sponsorship, harness sponsorships as well. So first, Noreen Kimmelman, who I happen to know as well, hello Noreen, is generously sponsoring the harness for Pamela Latham and Navarone. So congratulations and thank you for that support. You'll hear more from Noreen in a moment. She's one of the puppy raisers for Navarone. And we have Amy Goff. Amy, hello, Amy. Thank you for sponsoring the harness for Shelley Rhodes and Huey. So thank you for that. And Amy is one of the puppy raisers as well, who you'll hear more from. In addition to our puppy raising volunteers, we have a multitude of additional volunteers, many of whom are here. Steve and Larry have been given tours. They're great docents. We have volunteers in this residence. We have volunteers walking our dogs right now. We have volunteers in our offices. We have volunteers in the puppy center. We have volunteers in the gift shop. I'm sure I am missing a volunteer role because we have so many. Again, an integral part of this community, an integral part of what we do and how we do it. And without you, volunteers, we cannot do and serve our mission in the manner in which we do. So a round of applause for the volunteers as well. And our staff. The staff is incredible, 100 strong. And I want to start by introducing the instructional staff that accomplished all that we are going to celebrate today. So I'm hoping, and we didn't talk about this, but you'll come up as well when I call your name. So Laura O'Keefe, apprentice guide dog mobility instructor. Hi, Laura. Marlis Burkhardt, apprentice guide dog mobility instructor. Marlis. We have Jesse Portugal, who is senior guide dog mobility instructor. Thank you. And we have Darren Walsh, who is a class supervisor. And just a little bit about the staff. Again, incredible. I don't know why Laura ran away, but it's okay. Incredible staff. So, Darren, you've been here for almost 25 years, correct? Jesse, over 10 years already. This is just an example of the dedication and the time. And thank you for rejoining us. It's okay, we didn't practice this. It's just an incredible group. This team is incredible. The additional instructional team that isn't here because of the orientation and mobility was remote, couldn't be with us. We have Mandy Hetzel, Stephanie Zabitz, and the class supervisor, Mark Gallard. So let's all hang out, and we're going to transition to a video. For those of you who are new to Guide Dogs for the Blind, this video is going to be audio described, and you're going to hear the description of what is being portrayed on the video. This, in addition to the captions, and the audio description is an additional voice on top of the narrator. These inclusive features are so that this video is accessible for everyone to enjoy. So with that, enjoy the video.
At Guide Dogs for the Blind, we believe that everyone deserves to move through the world safely and confidently, to live the life they want to live.
A man and his guide dog walk through a park.
Our life-changing programs meet people who are blind or visually impaired wherever they are along their journey. whether that's by matching individuals with highly qualified guide dogs, providing guide dog readiness skills in our orientation and mobility immersion program,
A man holds a white cane and smiles broadly.
or pairing youth and adults with the companionship of a canine buddy.
A young girl cuddles with her canine buddy.
Together, we are GDB.
My name is Renee Carrasco. My dog's name is Snoopy.
Renee sits in front of a fireplace.
So the reason that I wanted to get a guide dog was because I came across some videos from Guide Dogs for the Blind, and that was my introduction to guide dog travel.
Renee and Snoopy walk along a city sidewalk and cross a street at an intersection.
What I saw was the ease of travel, the speed that the guide dog handler would move with. That's what I wanted for myself. And not only that, but it was also the companionship.
Renee and Snoopy play with a tug toy outside in the yard.
Working with Snoopy has changed my life dramatically because there's so much freedom that comes along with having a guide dog. It's made the hard parts of blindness not so hard.
Renee sits next to Snoopy and gives him a pat on the chest.
I feel like my outlook on life and the world is so much more positive having Snoopy in my life.
My name is Amit Ahuja and my guide dog's name is Tashi.
I had the opportunity to complete Guide Dogs for the Blind's Orientation and Mobility Immersion Program.
Amit stands on a path with his white cane.
My experience was just fabulous.
Amit and his O&M instructor analyze an intersection and cross a city street.
We trained in different locations, practiced different skills, worked out a way to analyze a traffic crossing. I think GDB has transformed my life. To say that it's meeting my needs would be an understatement.
My name is Ella, and this is my canine buddy, Lafferty.
Ella sits on the floor of a living room next to a black lab.
Lafferty is just so amazing in many ways. He's such a good boy. He brings me so much joy and is one of my best friends.
With kids with visual impairments,
Ella's mom, Christy McKerney.
the struggle is real for social contact. It's hard to make friends sometimes. And with Lafferty, he's an automatic draw for all kids, which is wonderful. Lafferty has totally opened up, for Ella, new social connections.
Back to Ella.
I would recommend canine buddies. They're just really good dogs, and they can change a person's life and make it better.
All of Guide Dogs for the Blind services are provided free of charge, and our work is made. We receive no government funding.
This organization and the donors are the ones that make that possible.
Close-up of Snoopy.
Thank you so much.
Ella and Lafferty.
Thank you.
From the bottom of my heart, thank you.
Amit and his guide dog Tashi sit on a beach and watch the sunset.
Together, we are unstoppable. To learn more about our life-changing programs and to support our work, please visit guidedogs.com or scan the QR code.
Thank you for that applause. I do think it's a great video. It's titled We Are GDB, and it highlights our 3 core programs in a really beautiful, substantive way. So I'm going to leave you for a little while, and we are going to get on with our program. Please stay with us. Stay with us. We have, after graduation, we're going to have a little bit of a demonstration, guide dog demonstration, which is really, really interesting, as well as a puppy delivery. So that's going to, it's always elicits a nice collective and it'll even be more so when you see the puppy. So stay around, stick around, enjoy, and I am now going to turn the stage and the mic over to Laura O'Keefe.
Okay, now we can celebrate our guide dog recipients. Our guide dog program is a 2-week program where clients are matched with a dog that is compatible with their lifestyle to enhance their mobility. We provide a variety of training models that include both in-residence and in-home training. And to start off with, we have Amber Haslip of Oakland, California, who received Wilson, a male yellow Labrador retriever, raised by Cody and Kate Crowder of Santa Barbara, California. Wilson is Amber's first guide dog. She is a student at SF State studying psychology, hoping to become a future therapist. Amber enjoys Wilson's intelligent, kind, and caring personality and is very excited to introduce Wilson to her sister, Danielle, who adores dogs and is excited to meet him. And she's excited to start her life with Wilson, going to classes, walking around, and having a more active lifestyle.
Hi everyone, thank you for being here. I'm really grateful for my time at GDB. Ever since the day I applied, I was always treated really kind and respectfully, and I always knew where I was in the process. And coming on campus, I'm very grateful for what I've learned. And I'm really grateful for my puppy raisers who raised baby Wilson. They raised a really kind and compassionate, empathetic dog, and I'm so grateful and excited to start my life with Wilson. I'm very grateful for their generosity of letting a dog into their home and caring and supporting him. And this wouldn't be possible without them, so thank you. And I'm really grateful towards my instructors, especially Marlis and Darren. They were so patient with the 500 mistakes I made, and they were always patient and kind and made me feel like I got this and helped my confidence, and I'm so grateful for them. So thank you.
Hello everybody, my name is Marlis Burkhardt. I'm an apprentice instructor here at Guide Dogs and was lucky enough to be working with Amber and Wilson in class. And I will be reading off a note from Wilson's puppy raisers. Dear Wilson, you came to us as a floppy puddle of rolls, and we were unsure if you would ever grow into your loose skin. Then we blinked, and you became a handsome, confident boy. Your much-loved Nyla bones are now the property of younger pups in our puppy group. We loved raising your daddy, Berto, and we are so proud of the dog that he brought to us. Wilson, you were truly a joy to raise. You will never be forgotten by our family, and we miss you every single day that we do not get to wake up to your bright-eyed smile. Amber, best of luck with this little guy. We are filled with joy that he has found someone to love on him, that he has found a partner, and we are confident that you two will grow to form an amazing friendship just as we did. Cherish him, love him, for he is a blessing. We love you, little Willie, always and forever. Kate, Cody, Rob, and Ben. And on the screen behind me, I'll do a photo description. There are 2 images. The first shows Wilson as a young puppy laying in a pile of pillows with the wishbone-shaped Benebone in front of him. And the second image is of an older Wilson laying on the edge of a pool deck with his paws hanging over the edge towards the water and the golden sun shadowing his face. Thank you.
All right, up next is Pamela Lathan of Lafayette, Louisiana, who received Navarone, a male black Labrador retriever, raised by Noreen Kimmelman of Greenbrae, California, Carrie Mesh of Santa Rosa, California, and Cassie and John Marks of Petaluma, California. Pam is originally from New Orleans and now lives in Lafayette, Louisiana. She has 3 wonderful sons, 3 wonderful daughters-in-law, and 3 amazing grandchildren. Navarone is going to be her 5th guide from GDB. He'll be a little brother to Pam's retiring guide, Renata. Navarone is going to be going to work with her at Morgan Street Dance Company, where Pam has worked as the business director for 37 years. Pam is looking forward to traveling with Navarone, going to the gym to work out, and enjoying fun times with all of her friends.
Pam, the mic is yours.
Oh, thank you. Hi, everyone. Thank you for being here. I'd first like to, of course, thank the puppy raisers, because we could not be here without them. And they all did. Navi had a little group of puppy raisers, and they did a very wonderful job raising this beautiful boy, and I love him so much. Thank you so much, and thank you for the donation of the harness also. I would like to start by saying I would have come here for the food alone. It's awesome. So thank you to all the people in the kitchen and the volunteers who helped us out every day there. The nurses took very good care of us, and we also had fun with them. They're a fun group. The RAs, they just answered all of our quirky questions and helped me get back in my room when I locked myself out a couple of times. And housekeeping, of course, we can't leave them out. They do so much to accommodate our needs. So Navi has a little crush on Laura. We call him her stalker, because he just loves her so much, and he bonds with all of his people. He's such a great dog. I think I'm booming now. So thank you so much to the trainers. They just do such a fantastic with us, and I appreciate you guys so much. And Laura, special thank you to you for your patience and just gentle corrections that you gave us when needed. I guess really what I want to say too is the first time I came here in 2002, I really came as a dependent, nervous person. And after my training, I left as a confident, independent person. And that's what Guide Dogs for the Blind does for us. It's just a priceless gift. And there's not much else I can say about how much they do. I can't even express into words. It's such a wonderful organization, and it takes so many people to make this organization happen and give us this gift. And thank you so much.
You're on, Hannah. Okay, Hannah, go. Go, Hannah. You got it, girl. Go, Hannah, go.
You can do this.
I'm shy.
You're fine. Okay. Read it. You just read it. Read it.
Hi, my name is Hannah. My family and I are part of Team Navarone. We enjoyed raising this sweet boy and are so excited to be here today to meet Pam and hear about their life together. Navi went on many adventures with us, but my favorite times are when he was just living with us. He slept through my dad's drumming. He hung out through so many softball practices, tournaments, and league games. And he is an excellent Girl Scout. He helped us earn a badge learning about guide dogs, and we made toys for the puppies in our club. Plus, he is an excellent cookie-selling buddy. Pam, welcome to Team Navarone. We look forward to hearing about your many adventures together, and don't forget to give him tons of smooches for me.
I won't forget. Thank you, Hannah.
I just want to say I trained Navarone, so that's why the stalker thing came about. But thank you, Hannah, for that. That was great. All right, up next we have Kathy Peary of Washington, D.C., who received Sunday, a female Black Labrador Retriever raised by Haley Perez Higareta of Waco, Texas, Janae Edwards of Houston, Texas, and Vianney Alanis of Houston, Texas. Kathy is excited to return home to Washington, D.C. with her new guide dog, Sunday. Kathy looks forward to singing with the Washington Chorus in her small group, working out and taking long walks with Sunday. Her husband, daughter, and many friends can't wait to meet her.
So I'm Kathy, and I'm so grateful to everyone at Guide Dogs. I have always been a big fan of the puppy raisers, and especially Vianney, who is here today, who raised Sunday and did a fantastic job. I'm also want to say how grateful I am for the lifetime support of James Howard and his family, and I just think it's such a cool thing that we have music in common. And it turns out that also Vianney, who raised Sunday, is also doing some singing, and so Sunday has already been exposed to some music, which is great because we'll be going back home, and on Monday night going to a big chorus rehearsal to rehearse Beethoven's Missa Solemnis, so I think Sunday's going to be ready for that. So I wanted to say, as well as I echo all the thank yous for, the puppy raisers, the instructors. We had wonderful instruction this time at Guide Dogs with Marlis and Darren. In 2 weeks, improve my confidence in working with Sunday, and I know we're going to be a good team. So I'm excited to go home to that. And I just wanted to say that when I think back on the dogs, different dogs I've had, and all of the things I've been able to do because I've had guide dogs, it just was striking me that I couldn't do these things without a dog. And so that meant things like going to a big university in a different city, working on Capitol Hill and learning all the buildings, and traveling different places, just doing mundane things, going shopping, going for walks in my neighborhood. It's so freeing to just be able to walk with these wonderful dogs and feel safe and confident. And now that I'm retired, I'm doing travel, and I'm doing a lot of music. And I sing in a big chorus, and I sing in a small group, and when you have to get places. And so my dogs come with me to the rehearsals and help me navigate various different buildings, and it wouldn't be as easy to do without a dog. So thank you to everyone at GDB. This is amazing, and I will pass to Vianney.
Hello. So, as Kathy did mention, I am a singer. Sunday has been exposed to a lot of singing when I was raising her as a puppy. Sunday, what I can say, she's the most sweetest and loving girl ever. Her little eyes always get to me, but she was my second guide dog, so she's my first graduating, so this is very exciting. But I just know that Kathy is going to love her so much, and she's going to go travel and be around singing even more. So one funny story about Sunday is that every time somebody would walk through the door, she would get just so exciting. She'll just greet them, and she'll pick up her blue Nallabone and just go in circles with her little wiggle butts all over the floor. She always made you feel welcome. She never failed to make my day, and I'm just so glad that she is paired with Kathy. Then it's just an amazing opportunity for me. And I also want to thank my family and everybody at Guide Dogs. It does take a village to raise a guide dog, so I'm just glad to be here.
Okay, up next is Aaliyah Porter of Yuma, Arizona, who received Vonda, a female yellow Labrador retriever raised by Christine and Patrick Pearson of Berkeley, California. Vonda is Aaliyah's first guide dog. She is going home to her husband Connor and sons Kaleo and Keone. She is looking forward to introducing Vonda to her students since she's a teacher, as well as taking her to classes as a PhD student.
I wanted to thank everyone at Guide Dogs for the Blind. I went through the orientation mobility and now the Guide Dogs program, and it has significantly helped with my independence and confidence. I want to thank my instructor, Jessie, for the skills necessary to go home and feel confident in integrating my first guide dog into my home environment. I am so very thankful for the puppy raisers for raising such a calm and reserved doggie. She matches my personality. We're very alike, so I'm very thankful for that. I'm also very thankful for all of the staff, the cooking, the cleaning, as well as the nursing staff. Made me feel very comfortable while I was here. I also want to thank all of the women that I was able to bond with during this journey and hear all the beautiful stories of how wonderful your first guide dog and receiving your first guide dog truly is. It has been an amazing experience and a wonderful journey that's been transformative, and I'm very thankful for that.
All kinds of feels today. So Vonda was our first guide dog, and as Barbara and Dan, some of her puppy sitters mentioned, we hit the jackpot with her. She is such a great dog, and she was gregarious and crazy when we first brought her home, and she's matured into this wonderful dog. And we feel that she hit the jackpot with you, and she couldn't be going to a better home with a better woman, and I'm just so happy that we could be a part of her journey. And our journey was a little bit unique because we were part of a new program that Guide Dogs was piloting, the hybrid program. And I want to thank Ashley back there, our program manager, for your guidance. A lot of people don't know about this program, but we're not part of a formal puppy raising club. We're part of a hybrid club where we live within like 50 miles of guide dogs, and we raise independently. So we do quarterly trainings. We have monthly virtual trainings where we can ask questions. Ashley's always there to help guide us along the way. But it's a great opportunity to raise for individuals who can't be a part of a formal club for whatever reason. But it definitely gives you the opportunity with the support you need to raise an amazing dog and to contribute to somebody's life. And I'm just so thankful that we could be a part of that. And I'm really excited to see where Vonda's adventures go with you and the life that you get to lead with her. And I'm just happy that we could be a part of that for you.
Okay, up next, I'd like to bring Shelley Rhodes of Erie, Pennsylvania, who received Huey, a male yellow Labrador retriever, raised by Amy Go of Folsom, California. Shelley lives with her retired guide, Humphrey, and her mother, Kathy. Huey is her 5th guide dog from GDB. Shelley is a vision rehabilitation therapist and works for the Pennsylvania Bureau of Blindness and Visual Services. She enjoys crafting, including loom knitting, beading, and braille drawing. Also likes to attend plays, concerts, and is active advocating in her local union and government. She is most looking forward to hiking with Huey at Presque Isle in Erie's famous state park.
So I want to echo everybody's thanks It really is a village, and sometimes it's a worldwide village that raises our dogs. And I want to thank our instructors. Huey's been around for a little while. He came in January, so he had to wait. And I think they were waiting for the right match, and I think we got it. But I want to thank all the instructors that had a paw in helping Huey become the dog that he is. I want to thank Claire. She was his first trainer, and she had him for 6 months off and on, and the other trainers that have helped him become this very handsome gentleman that he is. He is my 5th dog, and every dog teaches you things, and I wanted to tell you a couple of things that I've learned about my dogs over the years. So one of the first things, is that dogs teach us many things. One of the first things is whenever you stand up, you should always stretch. Whenever the opportunity allows itself, take a nap on a really nice soft bed. Don't be afraid to work for kibble. It's totally worth it. And always have fun with your toys. And don't be afraid of baths. And whenever possible, lie in the sunshine. So I'm hoping that Huey gets to do a lot of those things. I'm really excited about him getting to meet my customers. I have a little 2-year-old that I think is going to be absolutely excited to see him. And I'm looking really forward to this partnership. Oh, and did I tell you, he's also going to be very cultured. Huey has his own seat at the Erie Philharmonic. And yes, he does have a ticket. So we will be going on the 9th of November for our next concert, so I hope he likes it.
Hi, I'm Amy. I raised Huey, and he's my 5th puppy that I raised and my 4th graduate, so I'm very proud of him. But Huey's story with me started a few years ago. So my guide dog club, we raised a puppy named Firefly. Firefly's raisers here. And Firefly came to our club, and she is as cute and sweet as her name. She was a beautiful, happy puppy. And she came back to Guide Dogs, was selected as a breeder, and about the time that she had this litter, I was ready for a puppy. So I raised my hand and said, please, please, can I raise a Firefly puppy? And so thank you to Celeste and Guide Dogs for not allowing us to have 1, but 2 Firefly puppies in our club. And I heard the name Berto, and this is also, Berto is his father. So there's a little connection here today. So he's, yeah, Berto Wilson, right? So anyway, so he is just like his mom. He's happy, he's curious, he loves to do anything that we put in front of him. Huey would explore, check it out, he's a little curious, and then he would just go for it. So he was a very happy, sweet puppy to raise, and he loved having his picture taken. So he was the dog that every time I would get a cute little puppy, I get my phone out, and the dog is like curious about everything around me except for looking at the camera. And I forget my phone out with Huey, and he flashes me a smile with his big white teeth and his tongue hanging out. And so he's a ham, and he's curious, and he's fun. And I'm so excited to hear about his life with Shelley, and you guys are going to have so much fun. He's always up for anything, and I think he's going to be able to keep up with you.
I hope so.
Congratulations on this dog. He's awesome.
Thank you.
Okay, and last but not least, we can celebrate Marion Wildgruber of Oak Ridge, Tennessee, who received Prima, a female black Labrador Golden Retriever cross, raised by Jeannie, Macy, Tom, and William Moses of Carlsbad, California, and Blake Perry of Weldomer, California. Prima is Miriam's 3rd guide dog from GDB. She is looking forward to taking Prima on the next chapter with her husband retiring, and including her as her advocacy partner in her disability advocacy work. She'll be joining the house with Miriam's retired guide and 2 cats.
Thank you so, thank you, is that good enough? Thank you so much, everybody, for being here, and I can't thank my puppy raisers enough for coming all the way from San Diego today. They're heading back right after graduation. It means the world to me. Well, just a quick funny story. We're here 2 weeks and bonding with our guide dogs, and right after a quick lunch today, we were getting ready for graduation, and I rushed back to the room to change clothes and brush my teeth and take Prima out to relieve herself, hopefully before graduation. And I grabbed the toothbrush and put the toothpaste on and started brushing my teeth before I realized that I had grabbed Prima's toothbrush. And by that time I figured, well, I'm committed, so I guess I just kept brushing and had a little chicken toothpaste and a little mint toothpaste going on there, and you know, we're bonded now. So anyway, you know, that was just a little joke. So the main thing is to say, you know, how grateful, as everyone has said, that we all are to Guide Dogs for the Blind and the entire organization. Without every single person in the machine, it could not run. And the donors especially, it's amazing to me what we are given as clients without having to pay anything for this extraordinary gift. And to especially the puppy raisers, because we would not have the dogs that we have without them. And when I met the two extraordinary families that raised Prima, and I said this, they said, well, we received something back from her as well. And you know, that just exemplifies the attitude of the volunteer puppy raisers. It blows my mind, the people that can take a puppy for a year and invest so much time and love and energy into that dog and then bring it back after a year and give it up. I think I've seen, oh gosh, now it's the movie. It's gone from my head. Thank you. Pick of the Litter 5 times, you know, and it really highlighted to me so much more what goes into the puppy raisers and what you all do, and I'm just incredibly grateful. So thank you again to everybody, and Prima and I are going to go home and just have all kinds of adventures with my husband retiring and just around Oak Ridge. So many people looking forward to meeting her. Thank you.
Our family loved Prima from the minute they handed her to Blake on the puppy truck. She was our second puppy in training, but the first to graduate, and we are so proud of her. We would like to thank Guide Dogs for giving us this opportunity, Mrs. Leek, our FFA teacher who introduced us to puppy raising, and Jeannie and Tom for all the pictures and updates. They've been like mentors and always available to answer any questions or give us advice. Marianne, we know you will love Prima just as much as we do. And then a funny story is that last weekend we picked up our 4th puppy in training, Quincy, and we just found out that Marianne was the person who put Quincy on the puppy truck. So we just thought that was like a funny coincidence.
One more time. Hi, my name is Tom, and Prima was such a great dog, aren't you? She's actually our 8th dog, but this one is a little bit different because she was transferred to us, not because of anything that they did wrong. It's actually mostly that they did right, but they are part of a school program that doesn't allow them to have it over the summer. So they transferred the dog to us, Prima to us at that point. And we weren't in position to take a young puppy because we're getting older and those young puppies are really hard. So So we got Prima at about 5 months old, 6 months old, something like that, and took her all the way to now. Again, we can't really do it without a big support group. And, you know, to everybody at Guide Dogs, to Blake and his family, and to our group, it's the San Diego Puppy Club group. And it's such a great group of people, especially our group leader, Sharon. And they actually donated the harness as well.
Oh, I didn't know that. Thank you.
Yes. And the group helps in so many ways. Number one, in just support of any issues that you have. Most of them have gone through it before, so they know how to resolve anything and give you tips on stuff. As well as if you need a break or if you're going on vacation, you have built-in puppy sitters in the club. And every time we did that and then we got them back, they said, well, so if she doesn't make it, can we have her? Which we haven't had that with any of our other dogs. So she's been great. So but just, you know, the village, right, and the team, we just thank everybody for all the help that to get us to this point. So thanks.
All right, how about another big round of applause for all the students graduating today? I will now pass it to Marlis to go over the in-home client that graduated, as well as the OMI class.
Thank you. All right, hello again, everybody. I am excited to announce our last guide dog graduating team who received an in-home training. Their name is Alex Randall of Littleton, Colorado, who graduated with Shamrock, a black lab male raised by Sandy and Sarah Meissner of Lafayette, Texas. Behind me is a photo of Alex kneeling on a grass lawn next to Shamrock and smiles broadly with his arm around Shamrock. Shamrock is sitting and looking into the camera wearing his guide dog harness. And I have a note here written by Alex. Hello, my name is Alex. I'm 34 years old and graduating with my third guide, Shamrock. While each of my guides have been special in their own way, Shamrock is simply shamtastic. He's focused, attentive, unflappable, and he is so fast. It was love at first step. I would like to thank the donors, puppy raisers, and staff at GDB for their incredible dedication. I appreciate the vet clinic, the trainers, and all of the other departments that make this program possible. I'd like to specifically recognize Shamrock's two instructors, Claire Lizito and Jessica Drew, for their excellent work in preparing my guide dog for me. And also my field manager, Michelle Clybourne, who has trained me with all three of my guide dogs. I would also like to thank my wonderful puppy raisers, Sandy and Sarah Meissner, whose work and dedication to Shamrock's upbringing has brought this incredible dog into my life. I promise to continue loving him as much as you do. I offer my congratulations to my fellow classmates. May you have many safe and happy travels ahead. With much appreciation, Alex Randall. Right, thank you. Next, I'm going to move into our orientation and mobility immersion graduates. So they were part of our first week of this class. So the orientation and mobility immersion program, we also call it OMI, is usually a 1 and sometimes 2 week program aimed at enhancing independent travel skills for individuals, including those interested in qualifying for a guide dog or those who already have a GDB guide dog. It serves as a crucial training opportunity for people with limited access to traditional orientation and mobility services, preparing them to partner effectively with a guide dog. And I think it's very special that we've had 4 of our guide dog clients also be a part of our OMI program in the past. So first, I'd like to recognize Shonda Eisel. Shonda enjoys cooking all kinds of dishes, taking walks, and reading. She also serves as an evaluator for English as a second language exams, assessing speaking and listening skills. Shonda has been accepted to train with the guide dog here at GDB. Some words from Shonda. Hi, I want to thank everyone, all the staff, my instructor, and everyone else who makes orientation and mobility programs possible. You all made my stay at GDB very welcoming, and I learned so much from the training I received. I am just too excited to get a dog from your organization. Thank you again for having me, and I can't wait to come back. And behind me is a photo of Shonda standing amongst a stately redwood grove located here on the San Rafael campus. She is smiling and wearing a black top with a colorful pattern, dark pants, and sandals. The trees are tall with thick trunks, and there is a bench behind her. The ground is covered with dried needles and twigs. The background is lush with greenery, and sunlight is filtering through the trees. Congratulations, Shonda. Okay, up next, I would like to recognize Orientation and Mobility graduate Holly McKnight. Holly is currently working with her 5th guide dog from GDB. She received her first guide dog in 1993 and has been using a white cane since 1986. She is very involved with the Fort Worth Puppy Club, as well as a board member of her local NFB chapter in Arlington, Texas. Holly enjoys reading biographies and Christian fiction. Since attending the OMI program, she was surprised at how much confidence she was able to gain, having been a cane user for so many years. And the photo behind me is Holly sitting on a wooden bench outside of GDB's Puppy Center. She is smiling and holding a black puppy in her lap. She is wearing a colorful outfit with a pattern of blue, green, and white shapes on a black background. She has long hair and is wearing gray sneakers. Next to her on the bench is a white cane. Congratulations to Holly. And our final Orientation and Mobility graduate is Jared Westaway. And this note is from Jared. I would like to thank Guide Dogs for offering this training opportunity to work on my mobility skills. Thank you to my instructor for introducing new ways for me to be safe while traveling. Thank you to those who fund this program so people like me can have these opportunities. And behind me is a photo of Jared. He is smiling as he enjoys a warm, sunny walk along a sandy shoreline in Sausalito, California. He is wearing khaki shorts, a light blue long-sleeved t-shirt, a brimmed cap, and sunglasses. He uses a Dakota tip, which looks like a frisbee, on the end of his long cane for traveling in the sand. There is a clear blue sky and sailboats docked in the marina in the background. Congratulations, Jared. All right, congratulations to the graduates today. I will be passing it off to Jessie, Portugal, to do a clicker demonstration with our dogs.
Hello everyone, Jessie here. I just wanted to take a few moments to talk about a tool that we use to train the dogs. It's called a clicker. So during training, our dogs learn most of the skills involved in guide work through use of a clicker, which marks a behavior we want the dogs to repeat. The clicker makes communication consistent and timely, better than praise or food alone. We start by pairing food with the sound of the click. Once the dog understands that the click means food, we can pair the click with a desired behavior. For example, when they're doing something like stopping at a down curb or getting into a down position, we'll click and they think, I'm going to get food for this. And this is likely to increase their desire to repeat this behavior and get a reward. So I would like to introduce our resident advisor, Marissa, and her guide dog, Jim, up to the stage. And we're going to do a quick little demonstration on how the clicker can be used as a tool by our clients as well, for them to teach their dogs to target different locations, an ATM machine, a specific bus stop that they need to travel. Round of applause for Marissa and Jim, please. All right, Marissa, keep coming towards me. There we go. All right, so Marissa is gonna kind of go through step by step how she would introduce chair targeting. First, she's going to present a closed fist and have Jim target the fist. Now she's going to place that target on the chair, and Jim is going to still target her fist. And when he does it, she's going to click and mark that behavior. Gradually, she's going to increase the distance between herself and the chair. Step by step, getting farther and farther away from the chair. All right, so the final step, very nice. The final step is Marissa is gonna back up even farther, and she is going to pick up the handle and add a cue word to the chair, to the word to the chair. Yes, so now she's gonna back up towards the door. Jim is our chair targeting professional, but do we think he will find the chair, everyone? Woo! So the last step of the process is Marissa sits down in the chair and has a big party for Jim for all of his hard work. One final applause, please. Thank you, Marissa and Jim. And now I'm going to pass it back to Larry for some closing remarks.
Thanks, Jesse. And before we close out, we're going to have the puppy delivery. But I just wanted to, I forgot something. I was overwhelmed by all of the generosity in the room, and I forgot to mention a donor. Again, so much, so aligned with today's class. And that is to Lillian Tremoroli. You're probably watching. Lillian has sponsored harnesses throughout the entire calendar year of 2024. So thank you, Lillian. I'm sorry that I forgot. Thank you. It's very, very nice of everybody. Sorry about that, Lillian. And I also just want to do a shout out. We were talking about the staff, and I'm waiting for Etienne to arrive with the puppy, and then I'll bring up the puppy raiser. And I do want to give a shout out to Etienne Oliver. You'll meet her when she brings in the pup. Oh, there she is, but not yet. But she's right there peeking her head, so she has the puppy, so I'll move along quickly. And there are so many moving parts to all of this at graduation. And Etienne, stands silently manning the PowerPoint, but she does an incredible job orchestrating all the many moving parts. So a big hand for Etienne Oliver. So now we're going to have a puppy delivery. Where's Tanya Music? Tanya, join me up here, Tanya. Welcome, Tanya. Tanya, I hear, are you a first-time puppy raiser?
I am a first-time puppy raiser, yes.
Oh, welcome.
Thank you.
So share a little bit about why you wanted to be a puppy raiser.
I'm going to probably lose my heart, but some time ago, probably 8 years ago, we were looking for another dog, and one of my coworkers had, also told me that Guide Dogs for the Blind potentially had a dog that was career change. And so I'd been learning about her dog coming over. She had told me that, hey, the dog will go to go potty, on command. And I was like, wow, that's amazing. We at the time it didn't work out to where we had gotten a guide dog career change, but we did get a golden doodle. So a very large golden doodle, and those were some of the things that I was training him to do. He was amazing, super smart dog. I had lost him in January. And I thought this would be, so I travel a lot too, so I thought this would be a really great opportunity to help the community out, to be able to love a dog and be able to kind of take them with me and learn new things. So anyways, that's how I came to guide dogs for the blind and making the decision to raise a puppy.
Well, thank you for that, and sorry about your loss. It's never easy. So we have a tradition. We have a little name guessing contest with the new puppy raiser.
Yes.
Okay. So I'll give you some clues, or a clue. Hopefully this will be an easy one, and if Tanya doesn't guess, then the audience can chime in. So you're going to receive a black male lab. Okay, and it's part of the G puppy litter. So the name starts with a G. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so our.
But, okay.
Well, now you're getting a G.
I'm getting a G. Now I'm gonna have to start from scratch.
See, it's more of a surprise.
I was Siri, give me names with the E's.
And you're going to be part of the hybrid
Yes,
program as
that'd be
well.
great.
Yeah, so that's great. So thank you for explaining the hybrid program. That was great. The mom of this black male lab is Riva, and the dog is Longin. I don't know if people know that genealogy as far as any of those two dogs. And again, why don't we bring in the puppy, Etienne? Because maybe you'll get inspired for the name by just seeing this gorgeous bundle of fur. And this is the wonderful Etienne Oliver that I mentioned. So once again, G litter. Yes, of course. So here's the clue. A famous actor who starred in the Terminator movies and also held a role by this dog's name for the state of California.
One more time.
Okay, so this is a movie star.
Right.
He starred in the Terminator movies.
Right. Yep.
And in his non-actor life, he held this role as blank of California. Governor. Welcome, Governor. Welcome, Governor. So are you okay with staying up here while we close out? Okay, he's not too heavy?
He's pretty heavy.
He's right here. So sit down if you want to sit down. Okay. So anyway, thank you. Welcome to the puppy raising community. Thank you for doing this. Lots of luck and love with Governor. So this concludes this graduation. So again, congratulations to all of the graduates who are here and all of those who are joining us via live stream. Thank you all. If anybody would like more information about Guide Dogs for the Blind, if anybody is interested in volunteering or joining our staff or knows anybody who would benefit from the services, please look at our website at guidedogs.com. If anybody is interested and inspired to donate, there are many options. You can do so at guidedogs.com. You could use a QR code on your program or on the poster or text partnerships to 50155. I want to give a plug for our upcoming holiday luncheon, which is our annual fundraiser luncheon. That's happening in December at the St. Francis Hotel. If anybody can join us, please do that. So that concludes the live stream. And thank you again, everybody, for joining. For those that are here and remaining, there are refreshments to your right. The gift shop is also open at the top of campus where it says Volunteer and Visitor Center. Thank you all for being here. Thanks for your generosity of everything, including your time today. It's been a pleasure. Thank you very much. Thank you.